What's up, guys? Today I'm going to go over setting up your Callsling call widget. Now, if you have not upgraded to the bulk pricing yet, you will want to go ahead and watch that video, get your pricing upgraded before you see these menu options. But for everyone who has already upgraded their pricing, you can go ahead and come over here to the call widget section. And once you're at this screen, go ahead and select the tracking number you wish to add a widget to. And that'll bring you to this widget edit screen. Once this is all loaded up, you should see a preview of your call widget show up here on the right side. This is where you'll be able to view any of the edits you make. The first being widget color here. So you can choose one of the default colors. You can also add in a hex code to match specifically to your website. I'm going to keep ours Callsling pink here. You can then select where to position the widget. This is going to be either in the left hand or right hand corner on the actual live site. I like to stick mine in the right side. This widget icon refers to what you see when the widget is closed here. So the default icon is this little call symbol. You can also upload an image or use one of the default images that we've given for you. If you'd like to enable text, you can do that here, as well as edit the text. Next up is the widget logo here. This is referring to the picture that shows up when the actual widget is open. So again, there are a couple default options to choose from, or you can go ahead and upload your own file. Widget type refers to the contact methods for people to reach you in the widget. You can have any combination of phone, SMS, and email. If you do select email, you want to make sure that you have a tracking email already set up. I will put a link in the description to that video if you have not done that yet. Then if you have SMS set up, make sure to have this checkbox enabled, as well as a destination number for your text messages, as well as your phone calls. If you would like multiple destination numbers ringing simultaneously, you can add more there. And then here's where you'll select the tracking email for this call widget. You can then edit your widget's header text. This is going to be the text that shows up right here. If you are enabling all three contact methods, by default this will only say 2. You can at a minimum update that. And then the buttons here refer to when you're inside each of these different options, what it'll say. Say you want to simplify this or even add a little more details, you can do that there. Same goes for the phone and email options. And the headlines here are very similar. So the call headline when you're open is this right here. When closed, this will be if you set up opening and closing hours below. I'll show you that in a minute. The SMS headline, again, when the SMS section is actually open, or same goes for the email headline here. You can enable these disclaimers if you would like, or if they are a requirement. This will simply add this little disclaimer down here at the bottom before a user submits their information. You can also require the user to accept this before making their submission. And it can be done for all three of your contact methods. This is simply another place to edit your text here as we did above. And then in your advanced settings, you can enable call scheduling. This is a great feature if you do have specified opening and closing hours. And watch what happens on the right side there. As soon as you enable that, it will give people an option to schedule a time for you to call them back. So say you're working with someone who has after hours that they're receiving calls on. Instead of that person leaving a voice message, this will give them the option to have you call them back at a specified time. You can also record all the calls that come through the call widget. I do recommend doing this. And then decide whether or not you would like this widget to show up on desktop, on mobile, or both. This is another great feature if you have someone who maybe is very busy during the day but likes to get to phone calls as they're able to. You can actually retry the call widget initiated phone calls up to 5 times at a predetermined interval of minutes. You can enable this SMS setting to contact your potential prospect that's reaching out, just to let them know, hey, thanks for submitting. That just lets them know you've received their submission. And then much like email and SMS alerts for our normal number configuration, you can set these up for your Callsling widget as well. Once you've set all that up, go ahead and click Update. It'll tell you the widget created successfully. And then when you scroll all the way back down to the bottom here, you'll have your Widget Script. This will be what you copy and paste into your Snaps head HTML, or we also have a WordPress plugin for you if necessary. I will link to training supplied to set these both up here in the description. Hope this helps, guys. See you on the next video.